Good afternoon. In this fifth day of induction program. Today, there is a session on career guidance. There is always one question in the mind of the students when they take admission for a particular course, that what is the scope after the graduation, or after 12th, what we have to do, after PG, what we have to do. So I think today you will get the direction that what can you do in your respective courses, though you have opted science, commerce, arts, any course. So there are lots of options after your graduation. Today we have the speaker, Dr. Shilpa Chapadgaonkar Madam. Let me introduce her. Dr. Shilpa Chapadgaonkar Madam is Associate Professor in School of Biology, MIT University, World Peace University. She is academician, researcher, and writer. She has completed her PhD from IIT Delhi. She is shouldering many organizational responsibilities in her college. She is also engaged in new drug discovery as a part of her research. She has been interested in investigating complex genetic disorders. She has many achievements in her biodata. I'll just brief some of them here. She has more than 40 peer reviewed publications and she has written 2 textbooks. She has supervised 4 PhD students. She has won gold and silver eligible medals in NPTEL courses. So, dear students, now I invite Dr. Shilpa Madam to deliver her talk. Madam.
Thank you, Dr. Pooja, for that kind introduction. And and thank you for giving me this opportunity to address the students. So I'm always interested in the betterment career guidance of all the students. And I want that whatever experience I can share with our students, that is the true value we can give to the next generation. So thank you, madam, for giving me this opportunity. I hope that the students like this session and gain something out of it. Uh, should I start my uh, presentation?
Yes, Madam.
Yes. Okay. So welcome, everyone. So, are my slides visible?
Yes, Madam.
Okay. So, good afternoon to one and all present here, all the dignitaries, the faculty members, and my dear students. So, this is your undergraduate induction program. This day you will remember all through your life, and I hope that you become quite successful in your life. So, here I have, as I can see, from what Dr. Pooja told me, that this is a mixed audience coming from different years. You have taken admission in different types of courses, for example UG courses in arts, science, and commerce. So uh, what will I talk about? For all of you must be having something in common, something that can be told in a generic way. So I have prepared my presentation, or I want to tell you something in such a way that this will be applicable to all the field. So how the main thing is, the highlight of my lecture is about how to become ready for the career opportunities which are coming to your way in future. So the title of my presentation, of my lecture, is becoming career ready for a myriad of opportunities that will be coming in your life. So this is me. As Dr. Pooja told me, I have several years of experience. I have seen students at the start of their career, when they join the graduation program and they come out as successful, various different professions. Even we do not know the new professions are emerging, some of them become entrepreneurs, some of them become some content writer, amazing personalities they develop into. And we have in fact our own students to look up to. So this is what we want, that our children should progress more than what we did in our time, and whatever contribution a teacher can play in such situation that we want to do. So what do you think? Yeah, the two-way dialogue has been disabled. So there is one question that has been posed to my dear children, that what do you think is the percentage of success that can be predicted by intelligence? So if you are known, you are having intelligence, or you are intelligent, then uh, is success guaranteed in your life? Or what percentage of success is predicted by intelligence? So I will answer my question. It is a very small percentage, actually. Not more than 25% is dependence of success is there on intelligence. So what are the other factors? What are the other factors? As much as 75% of your success depends upon other things, other qualities than your mere intelligence. Many a times we have seen that many of the college toppers, school toppers do not progress that much in their life as compared to an average student. So was that person average by the original standard, or was that person exceptional? He had other exceptional qualities which actually were predictors of success. For example, optimism, social network, and ability to see stress as a challenge is important for a successful life. So these I will be talking about what are employability skills. What is employability? Employability is your quality to get hired, to get employed. So what are the other attributes other than intelligence that will help in employing you? So, what is employability? A set of attributes, skills, and knowledge that all labor market participants should possess to ensure they have capability of being effective in a workplace to the benefit of themselves, their employer, and wider economy. So, these are few of the qualities. There are many more, but these are very important. For example, teamwork, awareness, problem solving, and creativity, communication, and application of numeracy. So you should be thinking of in quantitative terms. IT skills. This is very important for today. Positive attitude, entrepreneurship capabilities. So these are very important things that we should be learning. How to do that? That we will discuss a bit. So, for example, this is one job posting from Deloitte. It is one of the very soft sort of after companies. So this is I have selected for. I hope it is visible. Somebody can tell me. Is it visible, Dr. Pooja?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Yes. So this is a job posting from Deloitte, and what they are the job description says it is the assistant manager business tax department. So what are the qualifications? He should possess CA, 0 to 2 years experience in direct taxation. So they demand experience. They want strong technical knowledge and clarity of concept. So, and look at the fourth quality, leadership quality, creative and innovative thinking, effective communication. This is very, very important key skill in many of the job descriptions. He should be a people's person, means he should be able to converse and communicate with diverse range of people in the organization. He should be persistent and persuasive. That means he should not um, he should be behind whatever is his goal. He should be persistent to pursue his goal for a longer time. So these are the qualifications that are required. These are, many of these are generic, apart from the technical skills which are required, technical skills and qualifications which are compulsory for this particular type of a job. So but you are doing the, you have enrolled yourself in your sought after course, so you will be getting the essential educational qualification from your college. But you need to build other qualities like leadership, creativity, effective communication skill, and becoming a people's person, becoming a team member. This is very, very, these skills are very important in that way. So, am I back to my slides? Are you guys looking at the slides or the Deloitte posting? Dr. Pooja, could you tell me? Yeah. Yeah. Uh, so these are the important factors which are considered when recruiting graduate. For example, employability skills such as team working, problem solving, etc. Positive attitude, relevant work experience, degree subject. So even less importance is given to degree subject, degree result lesser again, and what type of university you attended less, and foreign language capability. These are some of the important parameters which the companies are looking into the prospective candidates when they are hiring. So how to become an effect, what is an effective team member? So what are team members? These are effective team members, have are good communicators, these are reliable, these are respectful of other team members, they cooperate and pitch in to accomplish the goal. They expect success and have a positive can do attitude, and they work to find solutions to problems. So what are the, and this is the effective team members, where what are the skills of effective leaders? Building and sustaining relationships, influencing people, overcoming setbacks and adversity, developing and communicating a vision, taking decisions, understanding people's needs. These are the important skills of leaders. Now, tell me what you can do to improve your leadership skills or becoming a team member. Being in university, you will be getting a myriad of opportunity to participate in several so you can become a volunteer, you can become a class representative, you can participate in sports and such other activities. These activities not only they will give you lot of enjoyment, lot of memories to be built during your graduation, but they are also going to give you these skills, effective leadership skill. They will tell you how to become an effective team member. So always enjoy your days in university and participate in all sorts of curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activities that the university gives you a chance. Always be on a lookout, make a team of friends. This will make you it will help you to uh, gain these qualities which are really, really sought after when people are hiring candidates. So now uh, this is a picture of brain, you must be knowing. and it has got several parts. So here I'm telling you all the time that you can develop these skills, but some people think that we cannot change, है ना. We people say that it is his nature, उसका स्वभाव ही ऐसा है, वो लीडर बन नहीं सकता, या he is not an effective team member, he cannot be. But these qualities can be developed. Our brain is plastic, इसको कहते हैं brain. So I am in biotechnology field and I know the brain has plasticity. The neurons can develop, they can develop more connections. So the body in the brain, it is known as homunculus. So homunculus is used to describe the relative amount of body parts which occupy in the brain. So in the model of motor function, some parts are much bigger because we use them more or with more accuracy. The more we use a part of our body, more space it will have control. In fact, by learning, the brain may have to change the space. So it will become larger. The area which has been used more and more will grow larger. Why I am telling you all this? Because do not think that I cannot do this, or we at this we are adult, we cannot develop more neurons, I cannot be uh, more intelligent, more smart. It's not like that. You can develop, even your brain has plasticity, and you can develop the skills which are not there presently with you. So people who play music have been found to have more auditory function than that lobe, that are bigger than normal. So I believe in this saying that people are made, they are not born. So, so for example, this is the first picture is of Mr. Winston Churchill. He repeated a grade during the elementary school, and he was placed in the lowest division of the lowest class during his school time. But later on, he became prime minister. Now, Beethoven, you must be knowing, he is the famous composer. So Beethoven's teacher called him a hopeless composer. However, he wrote 5 of his greatest symphonies while being deaf. Leo Tolstoy, everyone knows, famous writer. He dropped out of college and he was described as both unable and unwilling to learn. Einstein's teacher said that he was academically subnormal. Michael Jordan's coach said that he wasn't more talented than other people. Walt Disney was told that he lacked creative imagination. So these people were told that they were not good at their art, but later on, we have seen that they did wonders in their life. They were extremely successful in their life. So you, even if till date you are so people don't believe in people who say have negative remarks on you. Try to grow, try to develop the skill, try to learn. So you should have this open mind that you can learn and change and grow. So this in psychology, it is a very well known phenomena that they can divide people into two different types of people. There are people with fixed mindset and there are people with growth mindset. For success, it is very very important that you should have a growth mindset. So for fixed mindset people will say, I give up easily, my potential is predetermined, failure is the limit of my abilities, my intelligence is static. They will avoid challenges, they will stick to what they know, and they will not like any feedback or criticism. And however, people with growth mindset will like to try new things. They can learn many things, or failures will offer them opportunities to grow. So here they say that my intelligence can be developed, and they will embrace challenges and they will learn from the feedback. So this is how the mindset you need to develop if you want to learn and become successful in your life. How to develop? Abhi मैंने बता दिया आपको कि you should have the growth mindset. So what you should be doing where if you want to develop a growth mindset? So here, how to become, so if you be a lifelong learner, learn from all the situations that are presented to you. If you fail in something, embrace your failure, and you say that view your we say that view your failures positively, because next time you will know what not to do to get the success. See the challenges and difficulties in your life as opportunities. So that is the foundation of growth mindset. Take feedback from people. So growth oriented people will be always ready to develop and challenge themselves. They will focus on process. That is process. Trying is important here. Trying is important than actually reaching the goal. So it is important to understand that growth is a process, and it is important to focus on the process of growth. So therefore you are in a process. That what process you are in? Education. So you should focus on this education. Pay attention to what you say. So it is very important, that it is important to pay attention what you say. Do not say anything negative about yourself. uh, Avoid that. Do not seek approval from others. Do not go to all the people to get approval with maine अच्छा किया नहीं किया बुरा किया. So you be your own judge. Seeking approval on everything you do uh, can hinder your growth mindset. The next very important and key thing that you should be developing during your graduation is effective communication. So it is very, very true. Today is the era of communication. We communicate with people and it is very easy to communicate. However, there is misinformation, miscommunication, and people actually fail because of lack of effective communication. However, if you learn how to communicate, so communication can be verbal, written, non-verbal, visual, any type of communication. And even people who are in arts, they will develop tools for effective communication. People who are in science, doing computer applications, everything. So they will be making tools for communication. But it is each and every person's responsibility to have effective communication skills. So these help us to better understand a person or situation, and they will enable us to resolve differences and build trust and respect. So, what is the goal of any communication? It is to inform, persuade, and build relationship. And on this basis, you will get successful in your life. Why? Why do we need effective communication? Ability to effectively communicate with others is one of the most important tools for professional and personal success. Everyone says this. If you go to a newspaper, you look at the job descriptions posted by various different companies, you will find that they will say that effective communications, good communication skill, good interpersonal skills are required in most of the job descriptions. Effective communication can help you to influence others. They will, your capacity to communicate is often seen as an indicator of your ability and intelligence. So, what are the facets of personal communication? The words or the language that we speak only takes up 7% of total communication that we can do. Apart from that, greater is the share of body language. So how to pose yourself, how to dress, how to present yourself, how to move, how to stand, how to sit, all this poise and posture also you should be learning. These are part of personal communication. And 38% depends upon the tone in which you say your words. So this is also develop a good tone, develop good personal communication skills, and develop uh, effective presentation skills. So effective communication consists of what? Listening. So you need, while communicating, you need to listen to people. And this listening is actually very underrated. really underrated. Usually nowadays, what do? We only listen half of what the other person is saying. We only listen for reacting. Okay, only to react, give answer. That is not listening. Listening will actually help you to understand the situation better. Pay full attention to detail while you are listening. The other way is non-verbal communication, that is written, visual, body language, everything will come under non-verbal. Stress management will involve effective communication, and emotional awareness of the situation and other person will come through effective communication. So these are some of the tips to become a better listener. Listening, as I told you, has been underrated, but it is very, very crucial for your success, and not only success, but your the happiness in your life. For example, first tip is to actively listen and be empathetic to others' views and concerns. Secondly, welcome the opportunity to hear competing points of view. If someone is you do not agree to that point of view, still you try to listen to the other person. Don't take criticism personally. This is also very important. Otherwise, there will be a communication gap. Don't take criticism personally, and practice what you preach. Then seek feedback. Take time to interpret. Remember to pause and let other person uh, say something. Respond promptly. Now, there are, apart from verbal communication, there are non-verbal communication. For example, facial expression, eye contact, body movement and gestures, posture, tone of voice, muscle tension, and breathing. All this comes under non-verbal communication, and you should be able to regulate these communication and mold it to suit to actually effectively communicate with the other person so that your work gets done. So how do you how we read the non-verbal? So what you can do, so these are some of the examples. When you look at the people, if the person has crossed arm and legs, it will signal resistance to your idea, whatever you are presenting. So real smile, if some person is really smiling, then there will be crinkle in the eyes. Copying your body language is actually a good thing. That means that person is listening to you. Posture will tell you the entire thing. There can you can look, so always look squarely in the eye of the other person, but do not stare. Okay, staring is bad, but look into eyes when you are saying something to some person and want to effectively communicate something. Raised eyebrows will signal discomfort to the situation. Exaggerated nodding signals anxiety about the approval. A clenched jaw will signal stress. So, how you can do effective communication? You understand and empathize with what is troubling others. You understand yourself, what is really troubling you, and what do you really want. It helps you at times when you must deliver bad news to someone. So, what are the other things we should know? There are some barriers to communication which we must try to overcome. Whenever you are coming, so you need communication. Even in your undergraduate studies, you will need to communicate with so many different people. You have to communicate with your friends, with your class representative, with your teacher, with your placement officer, with your parent, with whoever. So you need several things, and you should know what are the barriers to communication, so that you are able to remove those barriers in communication. For example, if there is unclear process, for example, there is language barrier. Receiver and sender may not be sharing same language. Your generation uses so many words, short forms, that our generation does not know, so there can be a gap in communication in that way. So chain of command, for example, there may be several layers to the communication. So the message is passing from one person to other person, and the final ultimately it loses some of its meaning. So there will be barrier to communication. If there is large size of an organization, there will be or there is geographic distance, large number of receivers require good message sending methods. There are personal limitation as well. For example, physical and mental disability, differences in intelligence and education may interfere with mutual understanding. So you should be more empathetic when you are dealing with people with differences. So additional common barriers to communication are human nature. The people will harbor several prejudices, have egos and tradition that will get into the way in the way. There will be conflicting feelings, goals, opinions. If people feel an opposite side of an issue, they may not share. So the idea that knowledge is power can lead to information hoarding and other ideas you may have thought of. So these are some of the very basic things that you should be learning in your graduation time, so that you become more employable. You develop these qualities which will make you, so your technical skills will be developed by your teachers, your own teachers, subject teachers. They will guide you, make your you will increase your intelligence quotient. But for this you have to strive yourself for developing your communication skills. Even there will be tools in during your graduation. You will be made to do make many presentations, you will be made to write emails, you will be made to speak in front of people during ceremonies and events. But here you have to come up to you have to be proactive in such type of things in order to remove any barrier or hone your skills of communication, or hone your leadership skill, hone your teamwork. So these things today you can make these connections. Tomorrow these all of your friends are going to you and your other friends are going to reach heights. They are going to uh, have that dream career in their life. So the connections you will make today will be helpful to you in later in your life. Your teachers are here in with you. Keep in touch with your teachers. They will also be very interested in your development. They will also help you whenever the time and opportunity arises. So therefore this digital world has made it very easy now to connect with people. And there are several platforms, and there are several powerful platforms where you can communicate or network in terms of professional networking. So one of the most important professional networking site that we can see today in India is what? LinkedIn. So I will request all my students, urge you all to create an account on LinkedIn. Here you can join some people, or make connection with people in your own field, and you can take guidance. And you even the companies are having their LinkedIn account. They post several jobs in LinkedIn. Not only jobs but internship, trainings, workshops, and they will also tell you about what are the new things, new technologies which are happening there. So here, since we are living where everyone is connected with other person, so you take benefit of this era by connecting with people, relevant professional people from in your LinkedIn profile, Facebook. Even Facebook is having this platform for marketing now, Twitter. So people of similar interest can form a group, and they can connect and network. So here we call it together as social capital. So some of you may be learning. Being a science student, I never got to learn this beautiful thing that there is something known as growth mindset, or there is something known as a social capital. So I never thought of it. I never in my time, I never thought of even networking in that time. And in my time, that was a tring phone era. So there was no such at the tip of your fingertips, nothing was there. So we used to have, even our parents had kept a good vigil that they didn't want us to spend more money on telephone and all. So we had a limited networking capacity, and even living in a smaller town than Pune. So we whatever we our connections were with our own friends and family, and there was a smaller. But now in this digital era, you can connect, make professional communication, make professional networking, and this is very very important. Why? I'm telling you why. Because if you see, about 80% of total available jobs are never advertised. They will not be advertised on newspaper or any other platform. Networking tactics will employ most of you. So start today, but do not get distracted. So here you are in time, in your undergraduate study, you need to study. So don't spend more time on social media, but also develop professional networks. Start today so that you are connected with people who will matter professionally in your life. Not only with the people who will matter to you personally, but also professionally. And this is social capital. This is very very important. अभी so what is social capital, इसको और भी we can explain in a better way. For example, if you in a professional setup, if you build, if you have social capital, you have networked and communicated, and you have relation in the sense you have some professional relationship with people. So what if you have some work to delegate, if you want to carry out some work, you will always need a team, है ना? You will need this team, and this social capital will help you in making that very good team. It will, people will reciprocate your feeling. They will like your ideas, they will participate in your ideas, they will bond with you. They will have so they will give some values, norms and outlook in life to you. They will bring in the diversity when you work. They will also, you will feel sense of belonging when you have this social capital. And uh, together collectively we will be having much more, achieving much more than all alone. So for example, citizen power, if you are collectively as an organization, as a citizen, you will achieve more if you have a better social capital. So it is very, and this thought had, in when I was developing my career, no one told me actually, and I didn't have this sense. I changed. So I belong to Nagpur. From Nagpur for studies I went to Mumbai. From Mumbai I went to Delhi after marriage, and from Delhi now I have come to Pune. So in between, so many years have passed, and I would say I was a little lacking in my social capital in that way. I never thought of making networks in that way. But God is great. He has actually given me good opportunities in my life. But you will have also have this edge to you, if you know now that you make good relation, make personal as well as professional relationships as you move forward in your life. So how you, some of the rules I will tell you, which you should be practicing. So you will have several, so in undergraduate level you will be given opportunity to join some club, okay, some of the groups or organization. So select those organizations carefully, which will help you, which you want to do, which you will enjoy. When you join this group, then attend consistently participate in their activities, be visible in that group, be prepared when you are participating or doing networking, then you should be a little bit prepared. So you should learn as much as you can about the group or organization members, know that who you are going to meet today, and you prepare a speech about yourself. If you want to sell your idea, or you want to say that hire me as an intern, so you should be able to speak about yourself, speak some good things about yourself in short amount of time. So that thing is known as elevator speech. Elevator speech is, suppose you meet someone in elevator or lift. So you have maybe in third fourth floor तक जाना है आपको, उतने तक जाने तक आपका whatever you want to say, you should be able to speak clearly and effectively, so that that person remembers you next time you approach him for any work. So this is how you be prepared. Then you should dress appropriately. So dressing, always uh, wear appropriate dress for the occasion. You dress for success. Choose conservative clothing style rather than the trendy styles when you are uh, going for professional. Be genuine, authentic, and sincere, and nurture your network. So always follow through, follow up, write thank you email, always respond to your email. So you have to nurture your network. Once you create the network, you create the establish the contact with people, then you have to always be so 1 or 2 times in a year you should be contacting these people. Maybe you say wish them happy Diwali or happy new year, something like that. So you, once you create the contact, you also nurture the contact and ask them genuinely what you can do for them. And in that, when you ask them and they tell you that you can do something, do it if it is in your uh, power. So you should always try to meet people in informal occasions such as luncheons and all. This will also help you in networking. Another important predictor of success is grit. What is grit? Grit is something, you, if you have decided, you will not leave until you become successful. So people give up very easily. Many a times children give up easily. They will give up and say that it is not for me. But believe me, persuade, persist in whatever you are doing for a longer time. So persistence, resilience, curiosity, consciousness, and self-confidence, self-control is an important part, and which is known as grit collectively, and it is a very important predictor of success. If you look at the lives of several successful people, you will see that they went through several difficulties, several challenges, but they persisted through the challenges, and that after that they became successful. So looking at the career, your career, you should always, so one thing is thinking, dreaming, but you should have specific realistic career goals. Okay, so you should always up till now, if you have not done, you should try to have a goal. So what is that goal? The one that you can plan for and achieve. You these you have so resources to accomplish. Use your skills and abilities, and this career goal should be specific. So here you write it down on a piece of paper or in your diary. State exactly what you want to accomplish, when you believe you could achieve the goal, where you hope to live and work. If you haven't chosen a career, then you set other target. For example, set goals for academic achievement, that you will get grade A or A plus in your exam. Set goals for volunteering. For example, you write the goals, set your goal that you will volunteer for such and such event, for your social gathering, annual gathering in your university. So you set your goal for that. Set goal for researching different types of career. So till now you have not chosen a career, but at least you can research on what is the different type of careers available for your path. Set goals for building skills. Also set a goal for achieving that career goal, you need some skill. Then you set goal for building the skill and ability. Set goals for earning uh, and money, getting money. So a career, you should have a career, make a career plan. What is the career plan? A map that can show you the way to reach the goal. First, you should write a statement describing your ultimate career goal. For example, I will become a doctor by the time I am 30 years old. This is a career plan. Now, this is a long term plan in that way. Becoming a doctor will take you 6 to 6 years of your life, but you should have short term career goals as well. For example, getting an A in health class this semester, volunteering at physical rehabilitation center, research colleges and universities that offer degrees by end of this year. So these are short term goals that you need to complete in the stipulated time. Goals or resources can change, so remains flexible and ready to implement your plan B. These are the 7 questions for tomorrow's world. These are the typical skills that you will require, that is technical and ethical. तो ये टेक्निकल आपको आपके टीचर्स पढ़ाएंगे, ठीक है। एथिकल आपके फील्ड में जो भी एथिकल constraints hai ya considerations hai that you should know will be taught by your teachers. Take use of that, build your IQ, build your technical and ethical skills. This is primary to any profession. So whatever profession, whatever course you are in, you will be getting your technical and ethical skills from your teachers during your graduation and post graduation. Intelligence, you need to build your intelligence. You need to practice and develop your other skills. You should develop digital skill, because you know that we are living in a digital world. You gain experience. So during your education, how you will get a, you will ask me that how we can get experience if we are in still studying. Experience you can get through your summer training, through your internship. These will add to your CV. So you, all of you must try. Even volunteering for such and such event, organizing this event, it will become the experience for you, and it will add up to your CV. Not only it will add to your CV, but it will also help you in developing those leadership and teamwork qualities which are sought after for any profession. There are other soft skills as well: creativity, emotional intelligence, and vision. So, creative quotient. So, usually people are, some people are more creative, some people are less creative, but if you are exposed to many ideas at a time, you will grow more creative. You should have effective emotional quotient. So interpersonal skills will be able, so becoming able to communicate to people. Personal skills will involve, so personal skill in seeking advice from others and being open to making mistakes. Vision, that you should be able to anticipate how something will happen 10 years down the line. So you should have some vision. So vision will be developed only if you have awareness of the world around you today. So now so this is about your general development. Now nitty gritty of this employment. These are the several sectors, crossroads you are standing in your final year. So here you have several options here. Now you will have several options, and I'm not going to discuss all of these, but some of these I will discuss in our lecture. Maybe we'll have one more lecture um, for what are the opportunities, exact opportunities which are to presented to you. You can study more, you can go to higher studies, you can go to industry, you can research, go to research, you can become a teacher, go to academics, and Even you can become your own employer. You can become some entrepreneur. You can have a startup, or some small scale industry, or medium to small scale industry, or a big industry to your name. And these are various opportunities which are facing you right now. But you should understand that world is always changing. Before corona, no one thought of working from home. After corona, many big companies are leaving their they are not even now they are not calling professionals in the offices. The work from home culture has developed. So changes will happen all the time, but you should be prepared to face these changes. So several people lost their job during corona pandemic because the way of doing things itself changed. But your education will make you sustain in such situation when there are changing conditions. So therefore, if you have a chance, take study more, go for higher education. For example, a BSc, BTech, or you doing additional courses, and then after that you go for a job, you have some longevity in the profession. But doing BSc, BTech, then going for higher education, doing some additional skill based courses, and you go for job, your longevity in the profession, that means you will be viable. You will sustain in the market for a longer time in the changing times. If you study further, for example, you do BSc, MSc, then PhD, if you do most postdoc, and then you do have job, then you will be exposed to more and more things in your life. And uh, then uh, then you will have a longevity in the profession. And this thing I want to highlight is what India needs. What India needs is more and more of people who are self employed, who are entrepreneurs. But for becoming an entrepreneur, government is also helping. They are funding the enterprises, they are funding the startups. And so however, you will need the skills. Team team you will need a team. You will also need the leadership skills, and you will need risk tolerance, assertiveness, knowledge. If you are going for a startup, you will need innovation, and then you can establish this business. So entrepreneurs are something which is direly required. If you We have a huge population, and we don't even have half of the companies which are there present in the western world. For example, US population is much smaller than our population, but they have more than twice the number of companies in their listed in New York Stock Exchange as compared to the Indian companies that are listed. Very poor. So how do you expect that these small meager the 300 400 companies will be able to employ all of you, all of the young generation of Indians? It's almost impossible. So we need more innovators, we need more entrepreneurs here in India. Apart from that, there are few of the new careers which are emerging all the time. In my time, no one could think that app development is some field. There was no such thing. Today we my generation is making these things, so we should know about the changing time, and innovate. And innovation will lead to entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship development ultimately will lead to your career growth and your country's career growth. So there are not only entrepreneurs but intrapreneurs. Intrapreneurs are people with creative thinking inside an organization. So if you see Sundar Pichai, he is not entrepreneur. He does not own Google, but he is an entrepreneur, because Google Chrome was his innovation, and within this organization he innovated and took it to some level. So those people are known as entrepreneurs. Those people who are entrepreneurs will later on may become entrepreneurs. So these are now this is some generic things. Entrepreneurships, I am focusing on entrepreneurship because we need more and more entrepreneurs in India. Then there are few fields in which people are getting more employment these days. This is out of my experience. I am telling you that several of our students are being employed by market research companies. But what are the skills that are required by this? So you should be able to have know how to do literature search, how to search patent, how to read, communicate, how analyze data in terms of Excel. So these are the generic skills that are required in the market research firm. Several of our students get employed in market research. So data analytics is very very important nowadays in this way. So there are several courses available on the MOOC platforms. You can go for this is also important for future managers, for people who will become managers, and people who are in these type of industries, all sorts of industries. Then this is a new and emerging career, that is technical writing career. Technical writing for all people who are not only in arts, for example, people who are learning their languages, but other people who are having technical knowledge there are several websites, there are several digital platforms which require content, where the companies need to convey their message in shorter form, in a very attractive form, on their website, on various learning platforms. And here we require several content developers. When you are good in your field and you have a good writing skill, so having a good writing skill, written communication skill, is very very important in terms of content writing as a career. And one more neglected career, I would say, and in this profession I am there, that nowadays next generation is not thinking of having career in academics. So start today, think of it. It is a highly satisfying career, becoming a teacher. Only the thing is, you need to study more, you need to do your PhD. Or if you want to go for school teaching, then you need to do your post graduation and get some degree in education. So this academic, what is however, it is a highly, I have found this job as highly satisfying, and it is a directly connected and applicable to the student. So I like interacting with younger generation. I like, and I it is, the teacher has the power to influence and motivate the younger generation. And what more can you want from profession, right? So there are several paths for an academician. For example, you can become a university professor, college professor, scientist, academic management, like dean, registrar, something like that, teaching in the school, technical writing, everything will come in the academics. So entry level professor will have like all these नेट सेट, ये सब देना पड़ेगा आपको, PhD करना पड़ेगा, तब assistant professor मिलेगा. These are some of the PhD level entrance tests for. So these are some of these are in science domain, life science basically. But you too will have some PhD. So UGC CSIR is for all. Similarly, there will be entrance test for entry into top institute, and there is high and some stipend being paid by the government for these studies. If you are interested in research, you should go for it. Then, last but not the least, I pray to God for your health, wealth, decent life. May you fly high in your life and achieve success in everything. And I'm sending my best wishes for your success. Best of luck. And I will stop my presentation here. And thank you all for listening to me patiently. So that is all from my side, Dr. Pooja. I hope student liked it.
Ma'am, please unmute your mic from your side.
Thank you, madam, very much. In your talk, you have discussed so many points like how to improve the communication skills, how to improve the quality of presentation, then how decide the career plan, and also some technical and ethical features to develop in their career. And definitely, it will give the direction to the students to decide their career, though they are in any field, science, arts, commerce. But there are so many options after their graduations, and that time they may be in the dilemma that where I should go. But if they put trust on themselves and follow some these characters, then definitely they will get their career path. And also I will give them best luck and congratulations that they have chosen this career as their they chosen this stream to do their career. So thank
Yes.
you again, madam. And dear
Thank you.
students, yeah, dear students, will meet again on 12th of August in to introduce some committees. So stay tuned. We will meet at the same time, 4 o'clock. So now we'll take the leave. I, Professor Pooja Paratne and Professor Samir Nerlekar, take leave of yours. Thank you.